Rock Bottom Coins is the #1 place to get your Madden coins. If you make coins for my videos, sell them to Rock Bottom. If you're buying, use my code GUTBOX for 10% off. Hey, Gox here. So today we're going to go through, rank the Ring of Honor cards, 99s, 98 overalls, that kind of thing. We'll get to that in a second. Wrap up on the day. Sadly, no loopholes, a couple glitches. None of them really for the players, sadly. Hopefully you guys were there on stream today. We talked about methods to make coins in the morning. There was some fat methods. Probably still pretty good ones as far as doing sets. We talked about the reroll and everything and how to arbitrage your way into that. But that's neither here nor there. That's what this video is about. I will say, like, the one glitch, I know that people probably ask me, yo, what was the glitch patch? What was the glitch patch? So anyways, these sets here were labeled wrongly. Right, see how much words that is up there. Basically, you get 198 BND from the Lions, one of those two guys for the Ring of Honors, the supporting characters, and then another 98. This morning it was just 298 BNDs. I'm not sure there's gonna be a make right, since they technically were both 2 BND 98s the whole time, but we'll see if they do, because it was very confusing and caught a lot of people, including myself, off guard that it was that way. So let's rank them. Right? Let's rank them as far as I've used them all. Oh, I didn't use some of them that were bad. Like the center didn't get good chemistries. So I got him 90. I got a 98, but like I was like, oh, I should use them. And then I looked at his abilities. And I'm like, I'm not gonna use them, right? Because I'm not gonna replace Tornado, and I'm not gonna replace Pouncy because I like this UL chem that I got currently. I also switched back to Legends Theme Team. So, anyways, we also have, as you noticed, have already switched away from one guy that we'll get to in a second, and some others. But there's the lineup as I mostly used it today, and there were some good times. But let's go ahead and talk about the cards when I get to them and rank them, because I know that like people are gonna do the sets, they're gonna go for the 99s. Which ones are they gonna do? I think I'm gonna rank the 99s separately. So let's just go ahead and rank the 99s first, because those are the ones that you're gonna like do the sets for, buy off the auction house for like 1,000,000 coins, or I guess they're 1.5, 1.1, 1.2. Anyways, so the 99s, right? The worst of the 99s, in my opinion, is still Tony G, and he's 1.1 million coins. So he's like, I think he's the he's the cheapest of them for good reason. Okay, so Tony G, let me bring this over here. Why is Tony G? Okay. Tony G is the worst of the 99s because we got Gronk, dude. We got Gronk. And don't get me wrong, Tony G is cool and all, but why get somebody who's not much better than Gronk, right? And Gronk's free. I guess if you didn't get Gronk, Tony G's there, but I think there's so much value at tight end right now. There's so many different cards from anywhere. I wouldn't actually mind like Tony G versus say that Njoku that we got, right? Because Njoku gets free honorary lineman. So like even though his run block is tragic, honorary lineman kind of makes up for it because the ability is free and on him, and it holds the blocks like an honorary lineman. Okay, so Njoku's also 98 speed. So just remember that you get a +1 there because I got the chemistries over there on Tony G. So don't get me wrong, Tony G, great tight end. I just feel like there's other options a lot cheaper, and I guess you're gonna see that repeated a lot here, as far as other options cheaper, and maybe that's why some of them ranked lower. Second to last one. Now the weird thing is, okay, by far the biggest surprise that I had today was just how insanely good this Barry Sanders was. I really want to rank him right here, but like I can't, because like, you know, we got Gus the Bus who auto breaks every first tackle. Barry's a little different, right? So the Barry stack that I went with was human joystick, short in, evasive is free and built on the card, and then tank, okay, to break all hit sticks. And dude, this was probably the most responsive, and obviously it's endgame, 99 agility, 99 change of direction. This is the most responsive card I feel like I've used since I was on old gen a couple years ago. This card was just wiggling back and forth, and I absolutely adored this card. So Barry Sanders far exceeded my expectations. The problem is the position. There's so many dominant running backs. With that said, he's not number 4 to me. He's not number 4. Lawrence Taylor is number 4. Lawrence Taylor is good. The problem is I hate his built-in ability, double or nothing. You basically are forced to run a defensive rally. Otherwise, you're going to be like, if you don't have double or nothing, and then somebody like Reggie White, who I have there with defensive rally on it, Every time you throw a pass rush point without enough pass rush moves, you fall to the ground, okay? And he's not as good as the AKA guys like Groot. He's not as good as Milkman, even though he's much faster. I just think double or nothing is a wasted chem. So the only way to not have double or nothing active is to just literally not activate the card. So these other free chems like Edge Threat Elite, I don't like it. It's good if you're running against somebody that doesn't use like secure protectors or whatever, but I just think you don't run into those people online anymore. So Lawrence Taylor, I didn't like him. He made a couple good plays for me, but I'd probably run just out. Maybe I should just run outside, no outsiders, so he can be good against the run for us. But he really didn't show up a whole lot today. The next one, in my mind, it's got to be Barry, dude. I really want to put Barry higher. I really want to put him higher, but it's just tough to say that he's worth that million coins when like Gus the Bus is out there. And then it's Deion Sanders and Randy Moss in my mind. Now the thing about Randy Moss here, free deep out's really cool. We have on him deep out, short out, and route tech. You don't need short out. I added that for the extra 1 AP just because I had extra AP left over because everybody's so cheap now. The thing is, like, so I'm back to Legends Theme Team. When you compare him to the 98 Moore, and you'll hear me talk about 98 Moore in a second here, he's also 99 speed. So you don't see that huge jump from 98 to 99 overall because that speed chem, because the Legends Theme Team makes it so much easier to run these things. We also, on this Herman Moore, where's that run block number? I am drunk. Run block is, there's run block power, run block finesse. Run block is 50 on Moore. And Randy Moss's run block, we'll see how the 99 overall does it. Never known as really a big run blocker. His run block is 59. So a slight better bit of run blocking right there. But overall, I still think it's just Randy Moss, right? Tall, fast, great abilities in my opinion. High jump catching. There was a 99 break tackle too. Yeah, 99 break tackle. Overall, everything you want out of a receiver. Essentially endgame. Maybe you can argue it's not because we'll get even crazier abilities, I'm sure, down the road. But yeah, that's kind of what it is. It's so back and forth. It depends on your team. Deion's wicked, can play anywhere. 1 AP for pick artist, deep zone, mid zone. I actually might put him at number 1 because he's the only guy in the game that gets this stack for 1 AP. Deion might be that dude, but I still want to go with the height. Maybe I'm too much of a heightist. All right, let's go with the 98 overalls. All right, so 98 overalls. Yeah, they start on this page right here. So here are the 98 overalls from Woodson, Perry, Will, Asante, Jerry, Herman, Priest, Glover, Cunningham, Banks, and so on and so forth. So Carl Banks, as far as his abilities, right? They kind of just like throwing the abilities here down at the end. I don't love him, okay? I don't love Carl Banks. He's a linebacker. They do give him good pass rush. To be fair, he does have good pass rush, 99 power move. That's great there. Not a whole lot of zone coverage. So he's just strictly a pass rusher, a really fast one too. I like this Carl Banks card, don't get me wrong. I just think there's better value elsewhere as far as your squad. So Carl Banks, and what is there? There's 10 of them, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as far as the 98s. 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, 11. So we're going to go bottom 1, Carl Banks. Okay. Number 9 on my list. I'm going to put the center here, Kevin Glover. Now, trust he does get good abilities with Identifier for 0, Post Up for 0. Those are good, but it doesn't like push the meta forward at center. So I think it's a great idea. If you're going to get B&Ds and you want to have these cards on your team long term, I think getting B&D offensive linemen is a big W because nobody actually likes upgrading offensive linemen. So basically, if you get Kevin Glover, you're almost solved at center the whole year. You never have to get anybody else. It's not exciting. I get it for 98 overall, and that's why he's low on the list. Offensive linemen don't matter that much outside of some abilities. Will Shields right here. Will Shields with Identifier, Nasty Streak. That's the best guard ability in my mind, specifically if you run counters or powers where you pull the guard. Actually incredible. Post-up's really nice if you want to use that too to help go against maybe those inside stuffs with the double team up to the second level. Will Shields, good. Wait, what was his speed again? 72 speed is respectable. Obviously, you can get the bonuses there from Tornado. But again, offensive linemen, how much do they actually matter? They matter a little bit, but man, it is just not fun getting an 98 offensive lineman where you could get other positions. So, next on my list, Asante Samuel, pick artist, tip drill for cheap, along with deep out zone, KO, flat zone for 1. So, a very decent cornerback for a zone scheme for you right there. Asante's main downside, I would say, is the fact that he's 5'10". A lot of people do worry about having kind of a smaller type of DB out there. Okay, hit power, but you're not going to bring down like Gus the Bus. You can hope to drag him down. Block shed isn't anything special either. Asante Samuel goes here for me at number 7 as far as the cards out. All right. 9, Priest Holmes. Oh, I kind of looked over Priest Holmes a little bit. This is a card. The reason I looked over it is because I used Barry today. So this is one that I'm going to guess on. I'm going to say that Priest Holmes is currently outside of my knowledge realm. I did not use him. So this might be like an asterisk 2. So Priest Holmes not getting the use. I'll put him right here for Priest Holmes. But I actually didn't feel how he was on the field. So this is just me estimating on Priest, okay? All right. I'm gonna back it up, Terry. Back it up. Love it. Randall Cunningham. All right, Randall Cunningham. There's just too much competition. And if you get a B&D 98 overall, I mean, if you buy him on the block, 800K, expensive. If you B&D him, a terrible decision. Awful decision to B&D a quarterback, because we get like new quarterbacks like every third day. Every week we get a new top-end quarterback. He's not better than stuff we already have, especially for his price. I definitely think Herbert's way better than this card. The issue with this card right here, in my mind, not only the abilities, he doesn't get the big 4, he also has Gen 3, right? He also has Generic 3, which is one of the worst quarterback releases. It's just like average, not like terrible, but it's not great. So Randall Cunningham, he's actually number 7 for me. All right, we're up to number 4. Number 4 in my mind, I think it's between Darren and Perry right now. Darren and Perry are my numbers right there. I think I'm going to go with Darren's such a good user. Perry's 6'2" on the outside. I think I'm going to go Darren Woodson at number 4. I do like the change of direction agility on him, 96, 97. Perry Williams, his agility change direction are a little bit lower. Like, I don't know. How do you rank an outside CB versus a user? I think I will go Perry Williams and then Darren Woodson right there between the two of them. Both have very similar, incredible stacks for their positions. I don't think I'd give an advantage either way to either of them based off the abilities they used. I used both these cards. Both of them made good plays for me. They both did really well. I really liked the reason why I'm kind of putting Woodson where he's at. So obviously I have Perry Williams on the outside here with the 2 stack for mid zone, deep zone pick art. It's the same one I have on Dion for 1. But the reason why I have Woodson out here is the fact that I can get Acrobat, Tackle Supreme, Pick Artist at user for 2. Similar, I could do the same thing just for Minkah. Well, it's Secure Tackle instead of Tackle Supreme, but having your user have that stack means you're going to make like those diving plays with Acrobat. You're going to pick the ball with Pick Artist, and then you're going to stuff those those glowing running backs. So Darren Woodson is pretty much close to the perfect user out there for you with 99 speed, acceleration, and then 97 change of direction. So. And then he's got 10 million tackle with the Tackle Supreme. So I think that's why Darren Woodson's going to be number 3. I can see the argument for him actually higher, but these receivers are incredibly sexy. Like, wild. Herman Moore is good. Jerry Rice played out of his mind for me. I loved this Jerry Rice card in my slot. Herman Moore, both of them, good abilities, everything. But it's going to go Jerry Rice right here and Herman Moore because he's 6'4". So that's how I'm going to rank them. Herman Moore, Jerry Rice. Let me show them to you on my field right now. Again, like I said, 99 speed for both of them due to the Legends theme team. And yeah, free route tech. I don't even know how to argue with that. This one's route tech and short out for only 1. That's so good. That's so good at 6'4". And he's fast. I might actually put like Carmichael back and then maybe we'll move Herman to slot. I don't know. I loved Carmichael. Carmichael was a menace for me. But you know, every quarterback overthrows receivers and it's frustrating regardless. So that's how I'd rank the cards. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know which ones you think I should have ranked higher, which ones I should have ranked lower. There it is. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.